Today, we'll be taking a look at the largest and smallest sets from 8 of the most well-known LEGO themes. For these sets today, I'm not including minifigure-only polybags, as that would just create a tie for most of these. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and let's get into it. Now, I know I said I wouldn't just be doing minifigures, but this set came with enough extra parts and accessories to warrant an entry. While this set doesn't come with any unique pieces, it does include this classic brown dog, so I guess that's something. It also included a walkie-talkie, a scanner tool, and a round speed limit sign. Overall, this set only came with 21 pieces, but it also only retailed for $3.50 at launch in 2008. At the other end of the spectrum is the City Square. This set has 1,679 pieces, which makes it the largest LEGO City set ever produced. Although it is a bit smaller than many of the other sets you'll see in the video today, what this one lacks in piece count, it makes up for in detail. Unlike many of the other largest sets that LEGO has released, this City Square isn't a single massive build, but instead a series of smaller sub-builds meant to be additions to any LEGO city. We've got an auto repair shop, a LEGO store, a tram stop, and a coffee shop. They all have so many little details that it would take too long to list them all. But it's not just buildings included. We've got a whopping 6 vehicles in here, including a LEGO delivery truck and a news chopper. Additionally, there's a bike and scooter. I also have to mention my personal favorite part, the tram. I mean, what can I say? I like the bright orange. Also included in the set was 14 minifigures. That's a lot. Ninjago has released dozens of small promotional sets. The smallest actually buildable Ninjago set is this promotional polybag back from 2012. This set literally only has 11 pieces. Honestly, that's pretty impressive on its own. I mean, what can you do with 11 pieces? Well, quite a bit actually. This set featured a rather rare piece, a ring piece that you may recognize from some of Ninjago's spinners back from 2012. Getting up to the big leagues, we've got the absolutely gigantic Ninjago City Garden set. With a very impressive 5,668 pieces, this is by far the largest LEGO Ninjago set. Now, complete with 19 minifigures, most of which are unique to this set, including this exclusive golden woo, this structure has 5 stories if you include the spire, and it's jam-packed with details and special Easter eggs. I especially appreciate this image that clearly references the Space Police theme. Arguably though, the best thing about this set is that it's fully compatible with the LEGO modular line, meaning that it can be easily incorporated into any standard LEGO city and matched up with the other Ninjago City sets as well. The Creator line is known for its wide range of builds. It's possibly the most diverse line that LEGO has today. At the smallest end of this varied lineup is this little set called the Autopod. Like many of the other Creator products, this is a 3-in-1 set, but what makes it worth noting is that it's only got a measly 39 pieces. These pieces could be put together into a race car, a cement truck, and some kind of alien spacecraft. This was part of a short-lived line of pod sets back from 2004. But it's quite cool to see how LEGO was able to create 3 models with only 39 pieces. Now, at one point, the largest LEGO set ever released was from the LEGO Creator line. With a staggering 5,923 pieces, it's the global icon that is the Taj Mahal. A building that is synonymous with grand splendor deserved nothing less than a spectacular LEGO set, and LEGO absolutely delivered that. Measuring 20 inches by 20 inches along the base and standing at over 16 inches tall, this model is sure to dominate any space it's in. Although this set is massive, there's surprisingly very little to say about it. The interior lacks any real detail, and the actual build is quite repetitive. The color palette is bland, and it contains very few unique or interesting bricks and 0 minifigures. The Mario line, just like Ninjago, has a lot of very small sets that are all pretty much tied for the smallest. For Mario, it's his extensive series of power-up suits. These all contain 10 to 20 pieces, but really focus on the large plastic suits and caps that are meant to fit the Mario figures available in the larger sets. The smallest buildable set is the Super Mushroom Surprise. With just 18 pieces, this set doesn't have too much going on at all. But it does feature 2 different scannable bricks for use with the Mario Starter Course and other sets in the series. Regardless, it's just a cute set that's easily worth $5, and it's available in a lot of stores. Just click the YouTube shopping pop-up to find out how you could add this set to your own collection. The biggest and the baddest, it's the Mighty Bowser. This beast is constructed using 2,807 LEGO bricks, which actually makes it seem far smaller than a few of the other sets to make this list. But don't be fooled, because Mario's iconic foe stands at an impressive 19 inches tall with a 23-inch wide base. While a set like the Taj Mahal has more than twice as many pieces, they're all generally quite small. Ninjago City Gardens also has hundreds of incredibly tiny pieces to achieve a high level of detail. Every part of this video game icon is recreated in loving detail, and the arms, hands, mouth, head, and tail are all articulated, making the model incredibly posable. With only 22 pieces, the smallest Harry Potter set released was the limited edition trolley set. The set was released as a promotional extra with copies of The Sun in the UK and was also available for purchase at select Toys R Us retailers back in the US in August of 2011. This polybag included a Harry Potter minifigure, head wig, a standard chest, and just enough extra parts to build the trolley to recreate the famous scene. Just slightly bigger than the Taj Mahal is none other than the Hogwarts Castle. Nearly 2 feet tall and 20 inches wide, this entire castle is filled to the brim with references. The Room of Requirement, Hagrid's hut, and even the Chamber of Secrets itself are all faithfully recreated in extreme detail throughout this entire set. The set is listed as containing 28 minifigures, but that's not entirely accurate. It only contains 4 actual minifigures, one of each of the house founders, and the rest are all microfigures. This is a great way of showcasing scale while still maintaining playability. The only bad thing I can say about this set though is that it includes 75 tedious stickers. I don't know about you guys, but that's just too much considering that you need to pay nearly $500 for this set. This is actually kind of a hard one to nail down. Just like Ninjago and Super Mario, the Marvel line has released several incredibly small sets that are just a little more than a minifigure and a handful of basic bricks to construct some sort of basic edition. Released in 2020 with the LEGO Marvel magazine, this small Spider-Man set technically contains 5 more pieces than this Rocket Raccoon polybag. Rocket came with a small buildable gun and a baby Groot, but your friendly neighborhood web slinger over here lived up to that title by including 15 web pieces. Although none of them are particularly unique, I think they're cool. The largest set by the number of pieces for Marvel is the largely unpopular Hulkbuster set released in 2022 with 4,048 pieces. Standing at nearly 2 feet tall, this set towers over even Bowser, and its 15-inch stance is equally impressive. This set is extremely posable, includes 3 light bricks, and a unique Tony Stark minifigure. But it's also one of the lowest rated LEGO sets. It barely even has a 2-star rating on LEGO's own website. Yikes. If we ignore all the incredibly rare Comic-Con sets that are impossible to come across, the smallest LEGO Star Wars set would be the Mini TIE Fighter set, with only 12 pieces. There's really nothing special or interesting about this one, it just seems like something you'd find in one of those advent calendars, but without the charm. Granted, it was released in 2002, and LEGO has really come a long way since then. Now, coming as no surprise to anyone, it's the largest set that LEGO has ever made under the Star Wars brand. It's the UCS Millennium Falcon. Look, I mean, what can I really say about this thing that hasn't already been said before? With 7,541 pieces, it's considerably larger than basically everything else on this list. If you want to pick one of these up for yourself, make sure you've got enough room. It measures 33 inches long and 22 inches wide. This set features an incredibly detailed minifigure scale interior with 8 minifigures to go along with it. And the best part is that the cockpit can hold 4 minifigures, unlike some other Millennium Falcon sets. Here's a theme that you may have forgotten about. LEGO Atlantis only ran for about a year and a half, but I've actually got a whole video on this hidden gem of a theme. This small set from Atlantis was also one of the very first, the Manta Warrior. Technically released as a full set in a cardboard box and all, this set only contained 13 pieces. With 4 of those being from the minifigure, that only leaves 9 left. If this set had come out a few years later, it almost certainly would have been a magazine gift or promo polybag instead of a full release set, but that's just the way things went. Now, the largest set from the Atlantis line is undoubtedly the Portal of Atlantis. With 1,016 pieces, ironically, it's also the smallest of the largest sets on today's list. This set came with 7 minifigures, many of which were exclusive to this set. This set was never intended to be a central display piece, but was always meant to be a playset, and as a result, it has many fun features like detachable shark guard statues, a movable shark head gate, and a portal that opens and closes when you rotate the keys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and click on this video to see the most expensive LEGO minifigures.